Did you ever think that Sepp Blatter was actually going to go voluntarily, if you can call this voluntarily?
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to go voluntarily, that's for sure. But I certainly think what has happened is absolutely a reflection of the sponsors and the true stakeholders in this organization. The fact that FIFA has been set up as a one vote, one country kind of arrangement for so long has allowed Sepp Blatter to amass this kind of power in this situation. And I think FIFA is absolutely correct at looking at restructuring and putting in term limits. I think that's the right thing to do.
Ms. Weaver, it's Mark Crumpton. I had to ask because you just mentioned that Sepp Blatter had amassed this type of power. Is it possible that we could see going forward a FIFA where the power is not held by one person but perhaps via committee?
Yeah, I think so. And I think that's exactly what the executive committee is saying right now is we need to take charge of this so that this kind of situation doesn't develop within our entire executive structure. And that's really what I'm concerned about right now, is that across the executive structure there was this allowance of infiltration and influence across so many levels of the organization. And I think the executive committee absolutely will need to take much more power here.
Karen, a lot of people are going to be blowing the dust off the covers of their FIFA reform plans that they never thought would work. What would such a plan look like if you were allowed to write it?
Well, it would certainly, I think, take into account the changing dynamics of the world game. I don't think it would all go back to the European power base, which is exactly what FIFA wanted to get away from. But I think they would strongly look at trying to balance out the regions of the world and trying to look at more of a regional structure rather than a one country, one vote. Because right now, it's too easy for the Cayman Islands, for example, to influence policy as it is for Germany. And that right now doesn't really reflect the strength of the numbers of participants in the world game.